Okay, first off, I'm a huge horror movie guy. I watch a lot of horror movies. To me, the more corny and the more horribly acted, the better. In my opinion, I like really crappy horror movies. That's just who I am. But that's not saying that this movie is crappy in any way or the acting is bad. I'm just giving you a little bit of a heads up that I like all horror movies pretty much. It's not really too hard to make me hate a horror movie because every single movie out there has its charm. I know, even Saw 3. With that, I have to say it was a pretty good movie. I liked the build-up it had. I liked the characters. I liked the realism of it. It felt like you were watching something that the couple taped, and it felt pretty genuine. I mean, the special effects, hardly special effects, more like just camera tricks. Felt real. It felt like stuff that you normally see in paranormal videos. So it kind of felt legit in that way. I could tell you that when I went to the theater, I was not expecting a whole lot of big lines because it was out since yesterday, and my theater's showing it every half hour. So there's like about I believe 10 shows a day. So I wasn't thinking that it wasn't going to be that crowded. Oh, big mistake me. I get there for the 8:20 show about 7:45. There's a line out the door for that time. A line out the frickin' door. There's already about 150 people waiting in line to go see the movie. And I went inside, bought my ticket, and they still... and I asked the clerk, has every show sold out since you got the movie? And she's like, yeah, it's the darndest thing. Every single one of our shows, except for the morning shows, have been sold out. I couldn't believe it. I mean, the last time I seen this happen, see that theater that busy, was probably since Dark Knight. I haven't seen it that crowded, that sold out since Dark Knight, and that says a lot for a movie that only cost $11,000 to make. And I can tell you right now, I bet half of that budget was for that freaking expensive camera that guy was holding around in the movie. So we get to the theater. The people are hyped up because they've heard so much about this movie from people and reviewers and commercials and things like that, that this movie's supposed to be the scariest movie on the planet. And what I'll say is, I wouldn't call it the scariest film ever made. I mean, it had its moments, but I could see how it could scare people that aren't used to horror movies or used to paranormal stuff. I mean, me, myself, I've been on real ghost hunts before, so I kind of am desensitized to a lot of this stuff, to the point where, yeah, I'll jump because who doesn't jump? It's a human reflex that you jump when a loud bang happens out of nowhere and you aren't expecting it. Of course you jump, but being scared, no. If you're used to watching horror movies and ghost movies, paranormal movies, and things like that, you watch Japanese horror movies, you're not going to be scared out of your mind. More or less, you're going to be a little anxious because you're not going to, you don't know when the next thing's going to happen, the next loud bang and all that stuff. So it gets you on the edge of your seat, but you're never really scared. But that's not saying that there was a lot of freaking scared people, a lot of freaking terrified people in the theater. There was a lot of freaking terrified people in that theater. I mean, we had about, I was counting as the movie was going on because I thought it was funny as hell. There was about 20 people that walked out of that theater. I say about 3 of the couples had the chick crying while they were leaving. This was probably about 3/4 through the movie when the stuff started getting bad. I'm going to give you a little bit of my what the crowd was thinking as this movie was going on, because the crowd really got terrified later on.